Once, there was someone who loved to mess with your mind, but now they're stuck in a tough spot. It's all coming back to them, the pain they caused you. They can't hide from the truth anymore, and it's like they're losing touch with what's real. They're feeling really bad about themselves, almost like they're sinking in a sea of guilt and regret. It looks like your feelings were spot on. The hurt they put you through, on purpose or not, is now hitting them hard. It's like the universe is teaching them a tough lesson, a kind of payback for what they did. While they're in a mess, your cool and simple way of being is making things even harder for them. They're filled with sadness, wishing they could go back and fix their mistakes, undo the hurt they've caused. Now that you're not around, they feel lost and full of regret. You were like a light in their life, but they didn't see how special you were. They made you feel like just another person, not important. But you don't have to worry. Things have a way of working out. Justice is on its way to you. A thank you from the universe for being kind and good. You're feeling happy and light now because you've moved on from the past. The tough times didn't break you. Instead, they made you stronger and more chill. You've come out of the storm feeling better, both in your mind and body. Your toughness is shining like the brightest star now. But they took the shortcut, choosing the easy way out by walking away from what we had. Now, they're feeling sorry and missing the special connection we shared. But it's too late. The hurt is done, and they've got to live with what they chose to do. I get that you might be curious or even worried about how deep my feelings for you go. I've been keeping a bit of distance, not because I don't care, but because the thoughts and decisions of others have been like a heavy backpack on me. The way everyone else looks at our friendship has been really stressing me out, making me hide away a bit. But even with all this space between us, you're always on my mind. Every face I see and every voice I hear seems like yours. Every person I bump into, every place I visit, it's like they're whispering your name, reminding me of you all the time. It's like the universe is dropping hints everywhere, making sure I remember you in everything I see and do. Sometimes I feel this huge wish to close the distance that's popped up between us, a feeling so big I can't even find the words for it. I miss you a lot. I miss just being around you, feeling safe when we're together. I keep thinking I should have told you how much you really mean to me. I'd do anything to go back and fix where I went wrong, but I know some things can't be taken back. You're like my guiding light, the one who makes everything brighter. I'm not letting anyone take your spot in my heart. You're not just a part of my life. You're my whole life. You're all I've ever really wanted or needed. My heart is overflowing with love for you. So much love that it actually kind of scares me. I'm totally and completely in love with you. But love also makes me scared to move us forward. So I'm just waiting here, hoping you'll talk first and tell me how you feel. I get that we've built up a lot of trust, even though there's hurt, anger, and pain in your heart because of me. I know the things I've said and done have only added to your hurt. I'm in the middle of what feels like a twin flame journey. It's all about discovering love and ourselves, dealing with pain, healing, drifting apart, and then coming back together. This journey is as beautiful as it is hard, and as rewarding as it is challenging. I'm hoping that through all this we can find our way back to being stronger and more in love than ever before. It's really hard when someone you care about stops talking to you. When you get no messages, no calls, or any sign they're thinking of you, it feels pretty bad. It might seem odd for me to talk about this, especially since I've done the same thing before. But now that I've been on the other side, I really see how much it hurts. Not getting replies, having messages ignored, calls not returned at all makes you feel left out and forgotten. It's a tough feeling to explain unless you've been there yourself. Now, I'm trying to see things from your point of view, and I realize things might look different to you now. I'm starting to feel what you must have felt when I was the distant one. Getting hit with the truth made me really think about my actions and what came from them. You've been acting different lately, more to yourself and focusing on your own stuff. It's like you're not letting our problems bother you much anymore, almost stepping away. Seeing you change has been hard for me. Trying to understand this new side of you and remembering the old you is tough. I see now that the way I acted might have helped push things to this point. I was all over the place, hard to predict, and maybe thinking too much about myself. I realized my behavior could have made you want to keep your distance. I was scared, honestly. The strong feelings you made me feel were too much, and I didn't know how to deal with them. So, I ran away from those feelings instead of facing them, and that hurt both of us. I can tell you're upset with me, and you have every right to be. I want you to know I understand how you feel. I'm ready to take responsibility for my mistakes now that I see them. I was running away because I was afraid. I didn't know how to handle the good feelings you gave me, so I let those feelings mess up my decisions. I'm really sorry for how I acted. I get now that I was wrong and that I've hurt you, which I regret a lot. I hope we can get past this with time and get back the trust we lost. Going through all this has taught me a lot. It made me think about how my actions affect things. I've learned the big role that talking and understanding each other play in keeping a relationship strong.